to the young adults in the audience, this is not usual. It's not typical, right, that you would, make that kind of money instantly.
That's right. In fact, your chances of winning are actually very, very small.
Okay.
Very small. The tournament I played in, there was actually 547 players. And so only one person out of 547 won. So you figure out what the percentage is. Whatever it is, it's far less than 1%.
Well, very quickly, how is it that you became interested in this?
Well, actually, it was I've always played. I think growing up in college, just having a regular game with friends. But having seen the World Poker Tour on television, and I was sitting there looking at these guys and said, I can do that. So that then required spending a little more time understanding the game, reading up on it, getting practice at it. Particularly No Limit Hold'em is actually there's a lot of decisions that you have to make.
Well, we need to make sure that the audience knows that there's another side to you, Bill. The side that went to college, that got a degree, and is quite distinguished in his field. So you're an attorney. What do you specialize in?
I specialize in corporate law. So I do anything from starting up corporations, partnerships, mergers, acquisitions, pretty much any kind of commercial transactions. I'll do both domestic transactions, international transactions. So I've done a lot of China trade experience. Also do some work with nonprofits.
Right. And I know that you've held leadership positions in some of these nonprofit organizations as part of your volunteer work. But because of all of this effort of yours, you were selected as one of the 780 top attorneys in the D.C. area. What was the pool? 781?
Well, actually, I was very flattered, very honored to be named by Washingtonian Magazine. There actually turns out to be something like 80,000 something attorneys in the D.C.
Too
area.
many.
Well, yeah, that's why you're always running into an attorney. But what Washingtonian does is they contact, they say hundreds of attorneys, and then ask those attorneys to say which attorney would you trust with your own business. And then what they do is they take the responses and take the attorneys with the most recommendations, and those are the ones that get selected to be among the top attorneys. So I'm very flattered that other attorneys would actually think enough of my work to trust me with it.
Well, that's great, really. Congratulations. Let's wrap this up with, I know you do a lot of work with community organizations, in particular 501c3 organizations, but there's so much more scrutiny now, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
On 501c3s. Right. Why?
Well, I think there's just been a lot of high-profile cases in which there have been abuses by some charities, either money ending up in not where it was supposed to go, or actually in someone's personal pocket. So the IRS has taken a closer look. Many states that regulate nonprofits have also done that. I think California has a new law actually enacted this year, which basically has imposed the same kind of corporate accountability provisions as now apply to publicly traded companies as part of Sarbanes-Oxley, which came about after all that Enron stuff that happened. So you see the same kinds of things now being applied